All right. I believe we should be live. Yes, we are. We are live here. Duncan, can you talk for me real quick just to see how the mic levels are?
Hello, everyone.
Oh, well, okay. We are here. This is the Sunoco Royale Heat Races. I've been busy the last few days with things, so I haven't been able to get this done, but now we are here. Back at Homestead Miami Speedway for another year, a track that has hosted the Royale since 2015. Before then, it was Mid-Ohio, which was a terrible track. But Homestead has provided us a lot better action and a lot better finishes. We don't speak of Mid-Ohio, though. There was some dumb shit.
You know, like me winning.
But we are here at one of two heat races, 20 drivers apiece. 9 go through to the actual event. And oh boy.
We supercross vibes now.
Yeah, Supercross vibes. Top 9 through to the main at Homestead. And we have a very interesting field, to say the least. Here at Homestead, let's take a look at who we got today. Sebastian Rondi, I believe this is his 3rd attempt at the Royale. Past 2 times he's failed to make the show. He'll try again this time in the Maverick 66 for the 2nd year in a row. He's been in talks.
Looking a lot more promising this time.
Yep, he's been in talks for the number 98 for Maverick next year full time, with talks with Will Hoyt also being talked about to get that seat. Rondi trying to prove his place today. Will Hoyt in the other heat, alongside Nick Pericles, probably the person who's come closest to winning a Royale in history. That was back in 2015 when him and Anderson went head-to-head for the Royale, and he lost out by about, it was like 0.2 seconds. He lost out. No, it was less than that. It was a drag race to the line against Lorenzo Log, which was the one spot he needed to win it. He didn't get it. Pericles still searching for a Royale win, driving for Southeast this year.
Yeah, that 04 is very popular because this is the driver's hometown. He's from Homestead, and it is also the team's home race. Southeast is from Florida, so that's kind of a big deal there.
Yeah, it's a big deal for that team. Big deal for Pericles wanting to win out here. Row 2, Connor Hurley qualified pretty well up here in the 41.
Constantine says I'm quiet.
Quiet? Really? Try talking now.
Memes.
So, I don't know. That's the highest I can put you. But Hurley qualified 5th in one-shot qualifying, puts him 3rd in Heat 1. Hurley's had an up and down year. It started great and it slowly spiraled downhill, and yeah, it's right now bad. It's he's just barely hanging on to owners' points at this point, and it's been a struggle for him. And he's hoping to continue on forward, but he's most likely already out of a ride for next season, since they're full frontal's downsizing to 3 cars and Downey's being slated to return. Hurley's just kind of screwed. Alongside a surprise qualifier, Peter Onjak up in P4 qualified 7th in one-shot qualifying. Well, yeah, Griffin, it's that OBS is having trouble picking him up. It's having trouble picking Discord audio up. I'm gonna have to put him higher. We'll see about that. Peter Onjak, this is the first time we're gonna get to see him race this year. Because he's made attempts, it's failed. Canada made a race for this team, and now Onjak gonna try to make the show. Is impressive qualifying though. See what he can do.
This is his 2nd attempt at the Royale. He made it last season, his 1st attempt.
He did. We'll see if he can go 2 for 2. Chris Loubier on row 3, the number 37 Ford Mustang for Roush Racing Enterprises. They really want to get this car in. They already have one of their cars locked in, being Tyler Thaber. They would have Roush locked in, but Roush driving for Monarch this week, just to give DJ Curtis a chance in the 38, but we'll talk about him in Heat 2. So 3 Roush Racing cars all need to get in, and Chris, I believe, is the highest starting Roush Racing in either heat. That is alongside Diego Yepes on the Fallout Racing number 90 car. This was originally going to be Xavier Rain Jr., but that was shot down by the officials. Rain was too young to compete, so Diego Yepes will take the place instead in this green and red Foster's number 90, another Foster's car. God, they have a lot of those.
Foster's really footing the bill for that team, huh?
Yeah, they really are, but they're moving down to PLS next season, and they want to give it one last blowout for this team. And they're a 4-car team in the Royale, so this should be interesting. On row 4, you have Alex Binyako in the 17. Was not specified which car would be coming today, so Mobile 1 was chosen by moi. Binyako, I believe Binyako made the Royale last year. In that 17. Can't be 100% certain on that, but I think he did. As Binyako coming out here today, he has had a much better year this year than he did last year. Right now hovering just outside the top 10 in points. And he's looking to be leading that team next year once they become Mazda. So lots of faces turned to him right now, as he is starting in a transfer position as well. We need to do this a little quicker, but you just woke up, Downey. It's 9 p.m. How did you just wake up?
Maybe he was taking a nap.
Connor Monaco starts alongside him. Connor has not had the greatest year, but it hasn't been a terrible year. It's been very meh.
It's been a bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, just sitting right on the edge of the top 20 and trying to keep a hold of that. And we'll have to see if he can going forward, but this is a race where no points are on the line, so this is just one where he can go all out without having to worry about points being on the line. On row 5, Yuki Tamura from Monaco Dynasty Racing. Tamura coming out here, I'm not sure if she even expects to make the actual event, but experience is experience with that Gold Spark Energy number 98 Chevrolet. Although pretty good qualifying, she starts in the last transfer spot. Alongside CL Van Aller, the Dutchman, very old driver, oldest driver in the field, and is still going to be the oldest driver in the field in the Royale. No one older than him tried to join, so CL going to try to fight his way in for his first Royale, and what could be his only Royale, as he is unconfirmed a ride for next season. I'm going to rapid fire through the field here real quick from the helicopter cam. Mark Nutt with Ditech in the 31. That car has been opened specifically for the Royale. Alongside Dan Bartlett in the 86. Bartlett really looking to make the Royale here to make the team happy. Bartlett's had a very up and down year of his own. Behind them, Ryan Griffin in the 25. Another Fallout car trying to make the main here. Griffin started his season well, and well, no, he didn't start his season well. It started poorly. Last season went well. Last season went well for Griffin, but it spiraled out of control really quickly, and Griffin now down at Fallout, looking to go down to PLS next year. Alongside Max Jackson, who is rideless for next year, currently most likely looking to stay rideless as he is last in points. Behind them, Jack Halleck in the 74, retiring at the end of the year with that Red Bull number 74 scheme, giving the team to Hank Onjack. Make Onjato for next year. Alongside Roger Ray, staying at Shock Elson when they move to Mazda next year, as there's been rumors that his car has already been designed and finished, but nothing released fully yet. Behind, that's Kyle Shuck Jr. in the 33. That is Ray Hall's normal number. Well, that's the registered number for Ray Hall. Ray Hall not driving for Ditech this week. Ray Hall's up at TUA, and he is locked in on points, so we will only see him once we get to the actual main event. alongside Carson Bowers in the 3, who is looking less and less likely that he's going to be getting a ride for next year. As yeah, it's been a rough year. He had a pretty good race last week though at Ovalo Juarez, the one saving grace of his season, and he wants to continue to pull through. A little bit more hunting to go for him if he wants to get to actually pack this together to be a decent year. And
I did see a glimpse of the old Bowers last week, at least.
Yep.
That was nice to see.
And filling out the last row is 2 Fitzwater Australia Racing cars of Sean Ard and Jay Durrell. Durrell leaving at the end of the season to go back to V8 Supercars. And Sean Ard staying next year. His year started amazing. He's been on a downhill spiral. His consistency took a shot. He's looking to try to recover, but starting where he is, it's going to be a long trek to get to the front. As Heat 1 is getting ready to go, we will get ready to go green. In heat number 1 of 2, we already have 14 cars locked into the Royale. We're about to lock 9 more. Here and now. Alright, there we go. Cars getting fired up as we're going to roll off and head to take the green flag.
Something to remember on this.
Thank you, Connor.
Oh.
Of course.
Something to remember about Homestead. One of its main draws is that this is a multi-groove racetrack. So you can make all sorts of lines work: the bottom, the middle, or the top. You might see some big Hail Mary just charges on the top side.
Oh yeah.
We've seen a few of those in the past.
And we're hoping to see it again as the car's rolling through. This is where it begins, the start of the hunt for the win of a Crown Jewel event. Pericles, if he could win the Royale, he would tie Anderson's 3 Crown Jewel wins. That's what he'd be looking here to do today. It would be a tough challenge in that Southeast 04. Pace car comes in.
To make it.
It's Sebastian Morandi, the 2013 driver who was returned back for competition, leading it to the green flag as we are green here in Homestead.
Morandi peeks out ahead, heading into turn number 1, and I think he's going to be clear. Outside's not going to be able to get the momentum here on the start, so Morandi will be able to pull out. But now that we're getting up to speed, that those higher grooves will probably be able to work a little better in 3 and 4.
Although the inside can work. It was seen back in the practice sessions that we had, just a little bit of testing that the outside and the inside could both work, and Pericles going around them both! Oh, that's a risky maneuver. Squeezed up against the wall. Hurley leads the first lap. And Pericles all the way up there. On Jack almost in the wall. Is he in the wall? He is!
Yeah. How has that worked? That's slowed him.
No momentum out of the corner.
Man. Morandi's not had the start he wanted, that's for sure.
No, he hasn't. Oh, Tamura tries to go up and block Aller. Aller's got a huge run out there. We're on the outside and we'll dip low and maybe try to go down the inside of both of the 2 Hondas in front of him. CL Van Aller is on a charge as he is your final transfer right now. Both of the 2 Ditech drivers are out.
Pericles out in the lead. Looks like that high side starting to come in a little bit. I see Onjack going by Hurley as well.
Just want to say,
he's at least inching out ahead of him.
Out of character here. Oh, now the Binyako's in the wall. Out of character here. The grace period for cautions in the heats are 3 laps, not 5, because I expect these people to be a little more chaotic. So we are past the grace period. As Pericles leads out front. This is a great appearance for him. And Peter Onjack in that FRT 18. This is 2 PLS teams leading this race. But Morandi puts himself in the wall.
And that's too much.
We are seeing a lot more people in the wall than we saw back in the testing sessions. People are pushing these cars a little too hard. Gotta get a hold of yourselves. Binyako way down low on the inside of Aller, and Monaco gonna go on Yepes and Morandi as well, but I don't think he'll have any momentum out of this corner.
I'm guessing Morandi's just feeling the pressure a little bit, because he knows he needs to make this.
Where do you go, Morandi?
Is he gonna try it again?
Hurley tries it. Oh my god, why are people getting this wall so bad?
Ooh. boy, that was tight.
Oh, Yepes. That's Yepes and Kashak Jr. getting together. As now Louvier up in a second. Was not expected. Back when I tested this, I was hardly getting anyone in the wall, but these people are pushing it.
Morandi is playing it so aggressively.
He's going to have to go really low here. It's where he's aiming, and that might lose him a lot of time. He's going to try to gain it instead, but I don't know what kind of momentum he's going to have out of the corner. None. Absolutely none. He'll lose like 3 or 4 spots here just from falling back using that inside line. Who's got the last transfer? That would be Ciel Van Aller and Roger Ray are the last two. Shock Juniors out looking in. Pericles still using that high line. He's trying to use it to his advantage here, but now Louvier pushing the inside.
Yeah,
look at Ciel. Again, the wall.
Just keeping an eye on that 99, because of course that is the disruptor. Roger Ray won this thing a couple seasons ago.
Yeah, he knows this track.
He's good on this track. He
started near the rear. His qualifying hasn't been that good this year, but man, is his race pace good. He's already in a transfer position, and that's the overtake for 7th. Now it is Kyle Shuck Jr. in the last transfer. Yuki Tamura outside looking in. 3 wide. That's on Jack. Oh, bumped by the 66. That was a shove. Really tight. That was a shove out of, yeah, no momentum. None.
Peter making aggressive moves. I mean, that team doesn't have the same equipment as like the other teams here.
Made it work that time.
Has to play it aggressively.
He is playing it so aggressive. These two up at the front have been side by side for like 2 laps now. Neither giving an inch to each other.
Yeah, he is, but that is what he has to do.
Look at the disruptor. Down on the low line. Connor, no momentum. Nothing.
Almost looks like he got into the wall there.
Oh, welcome, Roush.
Yeah, I came in here.
Well, no, he was in the middle line. I don't know where his momentum went, but the guy on the outside went around him. The guy on the inside went around him.
You know why? He might not wanted to hit the guy on the outside.
Battle for the last transfer spot is looking to be Binyako versus Tamura here, or maybe even Yepes. Yepes can get a good shot. And there's Bowers in the wall.
Morandi is going to get passed on the outside by the 99.
Yeah, Roger Ray continues his crusade to the front.
Ray is looking. I swear it's the fastest Ray's looked all season. He is just flying.
He is on fire, and now he pushes the 18. Where's the 18 gonna go? Low or high?
37.
Looks like it's gonna be low.
He's gonna choose the low line. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. And yep, Ray is gonna use that opportunity. And now you can see the 33 peeking into the picture. I think Pericles has it here. I think the battle's over. No, Chris is still pushing this. Louvier is not giving up.
He's going to fight this tooth and nail.
Yeah, he really is giving it everything. But the fact that Pericles is able to hold on so well against a rank A in a, what is this, a rank C+?
Louvier,
a great run up high for Ray.
Ray continues. And that is the move on Jack for 3rd. I think these two have a little bit more to worry about. Because look at the 99! Oh my god.
But where does the 99 go? He's blocked.
He's got to choose one line and help then get to the lead.
A little bit of contact between Morandi and Jack.
Yeah, unless Ray really wants to attempt to go below them both. Oh, he's going to choose...
Go above them both.
Nope. Pericles is too high. He's blocking the line.
Well, it looked like for a moment there he wanted to go even higher.
Ray is all over the place right now, searching in every line he can, and I think he might go below him. Oh, there's a touch.
Whoa.
That's a touch.
Contact.
Is Ray really?
Oh,
that was really close.
That is. Ray is pushing it. He wants to make a statement.
Morandi is struggling.
Yep, but Ray is making a statement. Roger Ray, oh my god, that is going to help the 04 get the lead, and now Ray gets to fight.
What's the 37 going to do?
Final transfer spot. Diego Yepes in the 90. Hurley outside looking in, but Hurley's coming, and he's coming fast.
Louvier cleared the 99. He's looking at the 04 again.
Yeah, he wants to continue this battle. He doesn't want it to be over. Who strikes first? Shock? Nope, Ray. Ray goes and blocks the 33. Louvier challenges the 04. Nope, Ray couldn't challenge. He was too busy trying to defend the 33. As Shock is making his own statement here.
The 04 defending from the 37 also just proves how powerful running that outside is.
Yep, and the battle is back on. Louvier still giving it his all against the 04.
This is also kind of helping them both, because if someone goes beneath Louvier, you just get... I mean, it's not really that easy to go around them both.
But by pushing it into a 3 wide, the outside gains a direct advantage in a 3 wide.
Exactly, and then the middle line turns into the outside.
The middle line becomes a lot less effective when there's someone below you. Once it's a 3 wide, the outside has free reign.
What I mean is the middle becomes the outside once the outside car gets away from him.
Yep. And then those two will begin to fight. There is Onjak still giving it his all. Ray rim riding it. There is, the battle to the line. These two are just going at it with less than 10 to go. Ray, way up there. Oh, that's going to be a big push. Is he going to go through the middle?
Yes,
Are
he
you?
is.
Morandi just got passed by Max Jackson. What are you doing, buddy?
Oh, what a huge push by the 99. Pericles has got the lead. Ray's going around.
Here, and he nails it again.
What a push. Holy shit. And Ray is your leader.
Now, what's Louvier gonna do? He has to get up high if he wants to keep a position.
But look who's here now. Peter Onjak. Gonna peek himself into the picture.
Louvier's going to go into the inside of the 04.
Morandi outside looking in. Max Jackson is in currently. The battle continues between Louvier and Pericles. They just ignore Ray and go at it again.
Well, they're gaining on him again.
Yeah, they want it. Pericles is going to use the toe from the 99 to get through the 37 again. And now...
Louvier's just not gonna go away.
Now Ray just has to protect. Oh! Onjak! He saves it. There's no one close enough. And that will put Morandi back in a transfer position. And Morandi going to go for a spot on the 5. Binyako's in the wall.
04 was in the wall too.
Oh, Pericles? He was.
Really forcing it.
Morandi wants something.
I'm shocked you missed that. That was right in front of us.
Yep. Morandi, I believe Morandi is now your final transfer. Yes, he is. Hurley. Oh, that's too low, Hurley. Back out. Yeah, that's way too low. You can't go for that. And Morandi, the same to you. Oh, 90's in the wall. Oh, Hurley, if you think you're getting any momentum out of the corner.
Oh, 3 wide.
Neither is Morandi, and Ard was forced, so no one had momentum there. That kind of evened the ground and helped Hurley a little bit.
Hurley's going to try and use the shorter way around.
I don't know how this is going to work. Morandi backed out of that. He legitimately just backed out so he can try to go back to the high line. Which could be smart here. Ray continues to defend. There's Shock. Pericles goes to block. Pericles did not want to get overtaken. That was a turn. That's a turn. Hurley's in the wall. And I think that's a caution. No, it's not.
He didn't go all the way around.
He didn't.
Like they want to let them finish.
They want to let him run back. That means it's 2 to go this time. Louvier versus Roger Ray, but Ray has been on fire. Look who's peeking in now. Connor Monaco way up there.
Louvier keeps wanting to make the move on the inside. That's just not the way to go.
2 to go.
Unless he's trying to set something up on the outside.
Battle for the last transfer spot is right here. It's Morandi versus Yepes versus Jackson. Tamora peeking in the back.
Who's out of these guys?
Max is out right now. He'll have the outside here, but is he going to be disrupted by the 90? Is the 90 going to stop any run that he'll have? Yeah. Max isn't able to get a run. Binyako's in the wall again. Binyako cannot seem to find his way. He seems to keep making mistakes, and now he's in the clutches of this pack. Morandi shuts the door on the 5.
Morandi's really good at this track too.
Morandi, no, he's not.
Morandi, Alex is, my bad.
Oh, Alex.
Alex doesn't seem to be doing very good. He's pushing it too hard.
It's gonna be right down to the wire.
Yeah, well, down to the wire. Here we go. To the line. Drag race back. And it's Ray wins the heat. It is Ray, Louvier, Pericles, Monaco Jr., Binyako, Ard, Yepes, and Morandi will finally make a Royale.
Good lord, it was way too close for comfort, and I'm pretty sure Wolf would have not been happy if he lost to Max Jackson.
That is for sure. Ray.
That was almost an embarrassment, but at least he made it.
The gap at the line, 13 thousandths. And
imagine if Louvier accidentally just overdrove it just a little bit and put himself and Ray in the wall.
And
can we get a replay? What happened of Hurley?
Well, let's see first.
Also,
that is, yeah, 16th to the win.
That 37 car is supposed to be a Slim Jim's car.
Yeah, this is going to be first career.
Whoopsies!
Royale
I will
for
fix that.
Pez,
I'll
right?
fix that in the thing.
Well, I guess Art is a part-time driver. Has he made one before?
Oh, it was Ard. Oh, I don't think Ard has made one either. So yeah, it was Yepes. Launched it on the 17, and he got the wall, I think. Oh, no, he barely got off of it.
Just go for it. And they
touch
right there.
And that's
just
Art just got
wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's actually even Ard's fault. That was a lot of commotion.
No, he honestly just didn't anticipate the 90 coming down.
Nah, that's just a racing deal.
Racing deal. Hurley pays the price. He did actually go fully around, but because there was no cars behind him when he was spinning, I guess they just decided, let it go. These three at the back did not do anything whatsoever.
It looks like they all were hitting the wall all race.
Darrell just was nowhere all race long. Ard makes the cut. It was a great run for Sean Ard, coming from the rear to make the cut. But I'm
definitely a big surprise though to see Yepes make it. I don't think people pegged him as a favorite to make the show.
Yeah, and the battle back to the line. Roger Ray, the disruptor, your Heat 1 winner here at Homestead. And yeah, definitely Yepes is the wild card here going into the Royale. Yeah, we got to look at Onjack as well, huh? Who turned Peter Onjack into the inside wall?
That really hurt.
Was it Kyle Shock Jr.?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, these cars can so easily touch. People getting so aggressive. Onjack would save the car and run it back up into the pack. A nice merge back onto the track, but that will cost Peter Onjack a chance at the Royale.
There's just so many parts on the front of some of these cars that, like the Pontiac sometimes has a little bit more of a front end, and sometimes that just gets hooked up with the back end of another car.
Well, I wouldn't say it's that. I just think it's just all this pressure. You got to try as hard as you can to get as up close to the front as you can to make the Royale. And things happen. Contact happens. One little bump is all it takes, and it's over. As Roger Ray, great performance out of the driver of the 99. I will save that.
Louvier was basically second all race.
Yeah, where did Ray start again? Because he was pretty far down the order.
16th.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a charge.
He gained 15 spots on his way to win.
Yeah, if we were to just onboard shot this on max rate, you can see the charge that he makes through the entire field.
Ray?
Oh, look at
Did you just called him max rate?
No, at max speed.
Oh, max speed.
Yeah, at the
Oh, you
max.
said
No,
max-
max
you
rate.
said max-
Rate.
Yeah.
And look at him
Sounded
here,
like you said
fifth
max
up to
rate.
fourth. There's on Jack, and then the two fighting all race long. He gets on Jack, and now it just begins. You could see him desperately trying to find a way to get that move done. And the pass for the win comes pushing the 37, or pushing the 04 past the
Almost
37,
missed the wall.
and then barely not getting the wall and going around the 04. And that's how Roger Ray would win this race. A huge charge out of the Disruptor, but what would you expect out of the 2017 Royale champion? He definitely made his presence known.
I definitely think this is also a statement for the 37's driver too.
Yep. Louvier definitely put on a good performance, came down to the wire, but Roger Ray.
And I'm just saying that because and that's also a big statement for the 04, because all them stayed up at the front of the race all day, pretty much, or all the heat. I mean, all day, talking about this like the main race is over.
All I have to do, I just got to get the second one set up and ready to go, which will take just a minute. Have to get all this in, and then get save game editor going. All right. So that was interesting.
That was pretty exciting, and I was trying to avoid saying anything, but like, God, I was just internally having a moment when I saw Morandi just sucking ass. Like, God, he is not good on this track. He really is not.
You can tell because it's bit his ass a few times. This track has.
Yeah.
Chuck really has not seemed to like him that much. But it gave him a pass today. He'll get his chance.
I think the feeling's mutual from Morandi back to that track.
Probably. E2's gonna have an interesting name. One that everyone who's been keeping an eye on Royale signups would know how interesting of a name it is. But we'll talk about them in just a minute. Gotta get this. One other thing to note is that all three variants are in this heat.
That's weird how that generated.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a fight for all of them, and it's gonna be tough.
It would have been a lot easier on them if they at least got one of them in the other heat.
Yep, Fitzwater Australia is 1 for 2. Caesar will appear here today and try to make it at least 2 for 3.
Will he end up in Brazil?
Alright, he's Brazilian. Stupid question.
Brazil is in the rear of the field.
And here we go. Cars are loading up. Yeah, I know commentary booth is quiet. I don't know how to turn them up. I already have them at max volume.
You might have to tweak some settings.
Try messing with your volume mixer real quick.
I was like, what's your system audio on OBS?
Yeah, because that might also be it. Because I know when
maximum. I've turned you up to maximum.
Yeah, I'm just like, what's the system audio and you set
like,
on OBS?
Because I know on volume mixer when you have
It's
the
maximum.
volume
It's all the way up.
on volume mixer when you have OBS on 0, it doesn't record audio at all.
Okay. Try talking now. I want you guys in the chat to see if it's better now.
I hope it's better.
Okay, yeah, that's better.
So it was the volume mixer. That's what it's called on my system, anyways.
Better, I guess. But we're back.
We didn't go for the grid.
We didn't go through the grid. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Probably
Dummy.
I was like, let me go to 10 seconds for no mechanical issues, and then I just kept going.
There.
I will stop there. All right, we're here, heat 2. We just got through the first heat. Now there's 25 cars locked in. No, not 20. 23 cars locked in.
And now we're gonna add the final 9.
Final 9 to get through. Gerard Aron, a great qualifying. He's actually been pretty good in go or go home qualifying as well. So I guess all that practice in go or go home qualifying really coming through here for the Royale heats. As he is going to be starting on pole here for heat number 2. For those of you just joining in, because I see we are also getting a few more people joining in for heat number 2. Roger Reyes taking home the first heat race win, and now we are in heat race 2. 9 go through each. As Gerard Aron, driver of the 55, rideless for next year currently. The only driver who's competed in every single season and has never won a race. Honestly, the drives he's having in the 55, it might be his best chance to get one. Especially with the very big unknown for next year. This could be his biggest chance to get a win finally. And starting on pole, heats is a good start in the Royale. Could he possibly get his first career win in the Royale? Oh god. That'd be crazy.
He could, but there's a whole bracket he has to go through.
Yep. Very long way to go. Alongside Vince Freeze. A very, very good qualifying out of Vince Freeze. He's been very on and off this year. Inconsistent. Hell, but fast.
I guess the hardest part about the Royale would be how many times you get out of the car. Because you have to turn, you have to change your focus from that previous race to the next one, and there's a whole, like, how long would you say would be between races?
Not too long. You won't really know who you're going up against either until the matches are over and you're already in the next round. So you can't really prepare for who you're going up against.
But oh boy, that second row.
We'll look at them in just a moment. Vince Freeze.
Interesting for names.
Like I said, very inconsistent this year. He's been extremely fast at some points and then virtually nowhere at other moments. And this is another really fast moment, it seems. Although that could easily just change in the race itself. On row 2, a name we haven't seen since 2013. This is Trek Tauger in the number 49 for GDI. Oh boy, it's been a while since we've said that name. Last time he was in the Elite Series was when he drove full-time in the number 5 car for Trailblazer Motorsports.
Did pretty solidly. I know he got a win at one point.
He got a win back in 2012 in the Royale, which was the same Royale weekend that you got your win. So
yeah. But yeah, he kind of just came back out of nowhere. Nobody expected him to be here, but he's here, and he qualified pretty good. He might be able to actually make it.
Also, funnily enough, canonically, you both of your namesakes could be in the booth because both of you are locked in. So that's interesting. But yeah, Trek Tauger, we're going to see if he can make the Royale once again. It's been a long time. since he stepped in the World Series car.
Is outside. Stepping into a Maverick car for the first time is Tristan Wilhoit.
Yeah, Wilhoit in the 80. Philip Scott is not racing at all in the Royale. I'm guessing this is probably punishment by Jason Wolf after what happened in Australia. Punishment of his own.
I mean, maybe, but it's also more just like Wolf wanted to give Morandi and Wilhoit a shot in equal equipment. I mean, Morandi made it. It was a little tight, but he did make it. So now it's up to Wilhoit to copy that and make it as well. The Royale could play a major role in who gets the fourth full-time seat next year.
Okay, pause. Finn guy Downey, what the fuck?
What did they say?
What are they saying? What are you guys even talking about?
With God as my witness, he's been broken in half.
Oh my god. Tristan Wilhoit, though, going to get his first opportunity outside of that GDI number 49 car. Which, no offense to GDI, their cars kind of suck. But Wilhoit out here today going to try to put in a good performance and try to slate himself to that 98, as it's become pretty obvious that the fight for that car is between Morandi and Wilhoit, the Curtis Racing teammates. Ow. On row 3, you have one of the final 4 in the Sunoco Royale last year, and the only one who is not locked in, as Eric Monaco, Paul Jackson, and Ali Nelson are all in the final event. Rowe possibly could have won the Royale last year if it wasn't for the fact that Eric Monaco.jpg.
That's kind of surprising to see Rowe not locked in.
No wins this year.
Yeah, he'd usually get a win by now.
Multiple. He'd usually get multiple by now. But no, he's still sitting here winless this year. But not to say he's been slow. He's what, 7th in points? 8th in points? Rose still seems to have that same pace as always, but he sacrificed some speed for consistency, which honestly might not be a bad thing in the long run. But one thing that it is not good for is the Royale, because he's actually going to have to fight his way in. Alongside a driver who's actually been doing really good as of late, Audrey Baranowska's in the number 54 Bavarian Thunder Racing car. Baranowska's had some good performances these last few races, especially just during the international tour in general. And now Baranowska's coming out here, the Lithuanian, looking to try and continue that today. She's starting at a transfer position, so she's just going to hope things go well and she makes the show. On row 4, his last Royale with Roush Racing Enterprises before he moves over to Onjado next year, Aiden Shepard. Boy, has it been an interesting career for him. And he also has some pretty nasty history with this track, as he almost won this race back in 2013 before running out of fuel with 2 to go.
He also got dumped here by the one we shall not mention.
By the one we shall not remember. The one we shall not even fucking remember. Back in 2015. That was insane. And Shepard's really not had a fun time with this track. He's hoping to come out here today, turn around his luck.
He also had, I think the first time we did this format, he had a race where he almost dumped Vance Caldwell the very next race.
You mentioned him, now you must die.
I'm sorry. I didn't even think about it.
But yeah, he has some pretty weird history here.
Then the next race, one of his teammates stepped in and did something.
Yeah. But that's alongside Gatlin Downey, who I believe it was actually said by Downey himself that Downey's not made a Royale since like 2015.
Yeah, he's missed the Royale for like the past 4 years.
It's been so long,
which is a very troubling stat. He's definitely be looking to make sure that changes tonight.
Although, no, he was in the Shock Alice in '99 for a while. Yeah, I forgot about that.
There are 3 full fronts in here. Hold on.
Oh yeah, they're all in a row. They're all in a row. Because it's Downey.
2014, the last time.
Yeah, Downey, Brock, and Vincent. Here we'll talk about the other 2. Yeah, your rookie season was HHR. William Brock it's insane to see that he's not locked in, and not only is he not locked in, but he's not even in the top 20 in points.
It's been a nightmare season for William Brock. I don't think it's the beginning of the end, mind you. I think we all know, like
It's
in
terrible.
racing, sometimes a really good driver just has that one year where everything just does not want to go how they need it to.
Just ask Philip Scott from 2014.
No one knows what happened that season.
Oh, that was a really bad one. But yeah, William Brock. Looking to try to at least get something out of this year, and a Royale would definitely be it. Alongside
him, Shane Vincent, who he's kind of been having a bit of a sophomore slump. He's just not really had the he's been very streaky, I guess, because he had good runs, but he's had like 2 major stints of races where he's just been nowhere, and he's going through another one of those. This is a good track for him, so
he won here last year.
Yeah, it's like this is a good track for Shane. I think he's looking to do some big things here.
Oh,
Try and get his momentum going.
Like before, now that we're out of the top 10, we'll rapid fire through the rest of the field. Morgan Fuller in the 53, Starbucks, BMW for Bavarian tried to make this race 2 years ago with Maverick and failed.
And that's why she's not in the Maverick.
And that's why she's not in the Maverick. Is Fuller now in the 53? Been an okay year, ish.
Been a bit of a started good, but overall it's been a bit of a disappointment.
She's definitely been the most lackluster of the team, which we kind of expected it with Takayama and Baranowska's alongside. Actually need a rapid fire here. Julio Cesar in the 39 looking to make the Royale here today to try to pull something together. I believe he's going down to lights next year.
That's the rumor.
That's the rumor.
Doesn't have a seat confirmed yet, but
behind him, Wolfstein von Schaefer in the 7. Nothing from Trailblazer yet. We're still waiting on some kind of rumor.
And Tim Randolph looking for a ride. It's quite possible he'll be going back down the lights, but yeah, he is still seeking an SCS ride.
From what we know, the reason why Mark Nutt and Shock Jr. are both at Ditech was to put all 3, Shock, Nutt, and Randolph, in equal equipment. Shock made the race, Nutt didn't. If Randolph can make it, then it's just him versus Shock. Try to prove their worth. Behind, it is Priya McShane.
Who's had a season.
Grace Takayama started amazing, and it's just been going so downhill. Still holding on to a halfway decent position, but what could have been this year?
Is it going downhill, or is it more like a meh?
Meh. It started amazing. I'll give her that. Behind is Hans Windhelm.
This which could possibly be his final Royale attempt.
Yeah, it's these last few years, man. It's been tumbling out of control, and this could be his swan song right here. Alongside
Jones on his outside, try and get one in for Red Stallion. And then on the final row, got Steven Thompson back again, and DJ Curtis in the 38 this week. However, in classic DJ Curtis fashion, had a mechanical problem on his qualifying run and starts in the back.
Although,
of course,
yeah, because who else would that happen to than DJ Curtis?
I mean, though, to be fair, if we look how he did back at, like, say, Vegas last year, where he almost won the race, and the way that Ray did in the Heat 1, coming from pretty far back as well, we could definitely see DJ Curtis make his way through.
It's only a 20-car field. It's not 40.
Yeah, all he has to make up is 11 spots, which 11 spots in 25 laps, not exactly easy, but it's not impossible in any way, shape, or form. So,
especially with the cars he has around him.
Yeah, we're going to get ready
to go. Anyways.
Ready to go here. Yeah, he definitely could. He's one of the strongest cars in this field. Actually, the only car that's stronger than him is the 80 and the 47.
34 is just as strong as him.
Yep, 34, 01, 40, and 42 are all on the same wavelength as him. But there's a lot of cars that are a lower rank that he could just easily mow through.
38, go Burt.
All right, here we go. We're through heat number 1. And again, for those who weren't here in heat number 1, Race period for this, as we usually do for a race, would be 5 laps, but since it's a lot more of an aggressive, high-octane racing for qualifying positions, race period is only 3 laps.
Well, that and also it's just a shorter race.
It's a shorter race, too, so once we're through the
Well,
3rd lap, everything's fair game.
Would also like to say that DJ Curtis, if he wins, would have all the whole Royale. With all the profits would go straight to Monarch.
Yep. As pace car is in, Gerard Aron, one of the oldest veterans of the sport, leads it down to the green flag here, as we are green heat number 2 here in Homestead.
Great start by Iran. Tauger was sleeping, and I guess that's what happens when you're rusty for this long. I don't know what Tauger's been up to since SCS.
Yeah, we know about DeMax, who's coming in next year in lights, but not about
With
Tauger.
the way he started, looks like he spent a lot of time on the beach asleep.
Although Tauger, surrounded by a lot of people, he has no experience racing, but someone he has experience racing is the guy who's right behind him, Alexander Rowe, Shepard, and Brock.
Down there.
Yep.
Try and go around his outside. Zacharias, a little bit of contact.
Rowe and Shepard. There is Tristan Wilhoit on the 55, going for the lead here. This is a very interesting lane choice. Down low instead of up high.
Don't make it 4 wide.
Shepard is pushing. Oh, Shane! No, Shane. This is such a classic Shane thing to do.
He's getting aggressive.
He wants it. He's really showing his stuff. Look at all the commotion. Iran still got it. Wilhoit goes up to block Baranowska's, anticipating a good run. Not a bad choice. Uses the run that Baranowska's got to go towards the 55 once more, as this is much tighter than the last heat.
The 54 was willing to give him the push, but it doesn't matter. Oh my God, they are.
All the commotion on the higher lines slowed everyone down, and Shepard took advantage of that. Look at him way down there. Yeah, this is way more chaotic than last race.
He's still going.
Wilhoit, he's in the sucker hole.
Yep. Gotta find your way in. Is Tauger gonna let him in? Tauger way up there. No, he's going for it. Freeze going for it. We're 4 wide.
4 wide.
I don't like this. Brock's going for it.
It's only going to work in the corner.
We are still 4 wide as Fuller way down there. Tauger's almost in the wall.
Oh, this is so tight.
Rowe's getting into this. But we're still good. Aran still leads.
Aiden really trying to take that from him. But it's not going to really help that Brock's on his inside at the moment.
Brock's your fastest on these first few laps, as he is way down there with Morgan Fuller. He's still just trying to find his way.
And remember Morgan Fuller's performance last season.
Oh, no momentum out of Iran.
I saw contact back there. Shane's getting frustrated. He's just been stuck.
But what a move from the 54. Baranowska's is in the lead. We're 4 wide for second.
Is it? Huge run out of the 40.
Iran got nothing. And now how did Downey get into this?
And it looks like Iran's going to hold up the outside just a little bit more now.
Fuller has not gotten out of the 3rd line once this race. But Bavarian is somehow 1-2.
Fuller's holding it against her teammate at the moment.
Bavarian also has the 1st, 2nd, and 4th fastest laps. They're on fire. Takayama's not far, but she has damage.
I have to remind you that Morgan Fuller did really well in the Royale last season, if I remember correctly.
Fuller did do well.
Unless that was another Bavarian. I'm getting it confused with.
Another Bavarian?
I'm pretty sure it was a BMW that did well in the Royale last season.
But Bavarian wasn't here last year.
Downey is here to play.
Yeah.
Runs it up high.
And goes around both of them.
Yeah, he's looking to embarrass the 42 today.
McShane and Wolfstein.
He's out in front now.
Yeah, look at this.
Shane's still stuck. He hasn't had the outside at any point in this race.
Rowe is also kind of struggling. He's trying to make his way back.
DJ's being methodical about this too.
Who is the last transfer? That's Hans Windhelm. is your last transfer. Wilhoit defending. Now, oh, Takayama trying to push your way in. Get that last transfer. And finally, things are beginning to settle down. Oh, Shepard, are you really? Yep. Yeah, you're really. That's not going to work.
Iran tried the same exact move, too.
Iran is trying to move around. Row on Takayama. This is for 10th. Not a transfer. Shane still not on the high line, but he's starting to make the inside work, actually. I mean, you work with what you got.
I mean, he gets with Caesar there.
That might be the start of something.
He gave a bump and run to the 39.
DJ's doing the same thing now.
Yeah, DJ's trying to use the inside work. Once you're down there for so long, you get used to the groove, and it starts to work. And that's what happened for Shane. He used the low line to get it back. Now, up in 12th. Transfer spot's not too far up. Oh, but DJ, that might be too low. Who's leading? It's still Gatlin Downey. Downey hasn't made this race in 5 years, and look at him now.
4 years, I'm pretty sure.
4? This is 2019.
Yeah, here comes Aiden on the
it was 2014, so 4 or 5, whatever.
He's going to give a push to Downey.
Yeah, Shepard. I don't think Shepard has a bad relationship with Full Frontal.
No, he doesn't.
Because Shepard has a bad relationship with the Hondas, but the Dodges, formerly Chevrolets, I don't think there's any problem. Well, especially because Dodge is where he started his career.
I don't think there's any bad blood between the teams, period.
And look who's caught up. Shane has now caught to the back of the 45, and look what line he's electing.
Gave Takayama the bump, too.
It seems like now, after running this line for so long, that this might be what he prefers.
He's working. 38's trying to work with Caesar again. Not sure how that's gonna work.
Wilhoit and Rowe battle for the last transfer. Well, now, yeah, Shane's making it work. Oh, don't do it though. Don't launch on them both. We're not that close.
Such a Shane Vincent move.
It would be such a Shane Vincent thing to do. Oh no, he's just pushing the 47.
he's actually holding back.
No matter the outcome.
How's it at the... Oh my god, you guys are so tight at the front here. But Shepard's not doing a thing, which is surprising. I'd expect he'd get a little more aggressive, but I think he knows he's safe where he is. I think just helping Downey here get to the lead will give him a chance later down the line. It's too early to start really pushing each other. And yeah, there it is. Downey gets the lead, and there goes Shepard.
Shepard goes for it, and he's keeping it straight.
That was a textbook maneuver. That is Randolph in the wall back there.
And, that might help DJ there.
Shane's forcing a move. 3 wide.
Yeah, the Shane Vincent thing to do. Give it everything you've got, and he'll try to make a triple overtake here. Maybe quadruple, maybe quintuple.
He made that work.
Nope, no momentum. The momentum is shot. Now he'll try it again.
The drafting help.
Oh my god, he did it!
And he made it work. Slide job.
So are we just gonna... can we just point out that quintuple overtake by Shane Vincent?
That was Shane Vincent at his best.
Here comes Iran back around the outside.
Iran's not giving up, though. Iran's been working this high line all day, and it's not working. Something's just not going right with Iran today. He's been dropping. He's just in this now. As now you can see Wilhoit way up. Iran blocks.
That's a desperation move.
Look at the front! There. They were almost 3 wide for the lead. Brock's got the lead now. I think he
Brock lead the lap there.
Yep. Now Brock's in this.
And I think the 34 is just going to let him go.
I mean, can we also point out, it's really nice to see these two leading a race again. It's been a bit.
There's a lot of that this season, honestly.
We haven't seen much of Brock or Shepard right at the front of the field, and it's really nice to see them both here, battling for the win in this heat race. I hope they just have a nice battle to the end. That's all I want. Wilhoit's got the last transfer spot. It is Windhelm and Takayama outside looking in. Shane is just trying to defend from the 55.
Yeah, he was attacking Freeze, stalled out a little bit, now Iran's attacking him.
The problem with Shane's choice to actually choose to use the inside line is no momentum out of the corners. But the advantage that you get in the corner.
I think it's also he's not really getting any drafting help down there.
Yeah, he's all alone. down that low line, but he somehow made it work thus far. I don't think it'll work for much longer. We're coming to 6 to go next time. Brock leads over Shepard, Downey, Fuller, and Baranowska's. Gerard still trying to hound that 42, but Shane continues to make that inside work better than it ever should.
The run he needs to clear.
Oh!
He's clear on a run, but he's going to attack on the bottom again, and he had to check up a little bit.
This is weird. Usually we see them, all the drivers at least elect the outside once in a race, but Shane has not elected the outside once. He always chooses the inside.
I think he was stuck for so long that he just got pissed and just made him
38's been trying to make that pass.
He
for
made
a
this,
while.
like-
Yeah, he made the line his own.
Yeah, it's like, fuck it. If you won't give me the outside, I'll just deal with it.
Did you see that block out of Baranowska's? Oh my god! No, I want to pause and go back on that.
I see on the stream. That was that was just a slide.
There was no
Big
reason
slide.
to get that aggressive, but she slid up right in front of him. Woo! You're getting a little too aggressive there. The full frontals are working together to try to keep the lead away from Shepard and Fuller. Yeah, this is not Dega. You should not be pushing each other to this level.
But they're tandeming for some reason.
Yep. Oh, Fuller, are you gonna? Fuller?
No.
Oh, no, don't. No.
No.
What is happening? What is happening?
Jets up!
Oh, Shepard!
Oh, Shepard's not going to be too happy. Yep, there's the block.
Yeah, now he wants to block the 53. He's on the apron. What kind of momentum is he gonna get? None. He's gonna
get in front of the 53, I think.
He's gonna get out of this corner, and there's gonna be nothing. There goes Brock. Fuller closing in.
No.
No, Brock
Not
definitely
there.
got a good advantage there.
Oh, I know.
Because
I'm
he was-
saying the
he was
53 didn't get there.
He was basically alongside Downey out of the corner, but Brock already cleared him by the time they were coming into 3, and
No,
Brock's going back for the lead. Oh,
I was responding to you saying about Fuller.
oh, yeah, Fuller got a little bit of a block there. So-
I'm not too sure with the way he's racing that he's happy about that. I would be happy either, though.
Oh, contact, and we have a spin.
Treble in the back. That's gonna be a caution. That's the race.
That's the race. Who's gonna win it back? Another drag race. It's Brock.
That was
Full win.
Windhelm.
Full
That was
frontal.
Windhelm. He's not going to make it.
He's not. And Brock wins Heat 2. Good to see him back.
At least Brock wins something.
It
That's nice to
is
see.
Brock, Downey, Shepard, Fuller, Vincent, Baranowska's, Freeze, Will Hoyt, and Gerard Aron. The one of the final 4 last season. Alexander Rowe does not make the show.
Well,
Weird DJ.
well, at least that's unofficially. They do have to bring it around the track a couple more times.
And William Brock. That has got to be a confidence booster after how terrible his season has been. That's got to be at least something. He fought for that, and he earned that. I think, yeah, people trying to figure out the order.
What an exciting race that was.
That one was much more action-packed than the last one. People were really fighting. What happened on that caution? What happened to Windhelm?
Yeah, that was a pretty decently big wreck. Yeah, it's a shame that happened to Windhelm, but
Randolph, don't tell me
Yeah.
it was you. Randolph, don't
was
tell me it.
Randolph.
No, it was Rowe!
Rowe was getting desperate, and he got a little too close to Randall's bumper.
He did. Rowe was getting desperate with the thought that he could go from a Final 4 contender to not even making the show, and that ends up costing him.
And it ended up being a self-fulfilling prophecy.
And Gerard Aron, it was a struggle. For sure, it was a struggle. But Gerard Aron will
He
make
was
it.
basically the Morandi of this heat. Struggled, but he did exactly what he needed to do.
Well, hey, At least those blocks. Oh my god, I said Brocks.
Brox.
At least those blocks weren't for nothing.
All right, if he can bring it around the track one more time at the speed of 55 miles an hour, William Brock will win a race for the first time this year.
Actually,
Maybe
I think if he blows the motor, he can at least limp it home across the line in pit lane.
That only if his pit box is ahead of the line because NR is stupid.
With only 20 cars, I believe all the pit stalls are ahead of the line. But we are going to bring it around. Oh, it's good to see him back on top. It has been a good while. And Brock's really going to try to make a name for himself here.
Yep, then how about Gatlin Downey? That's like he was talking how he's missed the Royale for 4 years straight. Well, the streak is over. He's finally going to be back in a Royale.
In fact, did all 4 full frontals make the show?
Not Hurley.
No.
Not Hurley?
So no, all the full frontals that matter made the show.
Wow!
Come on.
Ouch.
I mean, come on, it's not a lie.
The shade. Downey is in the chat, dude. Holy shit.
Hey, his other driver's good.
And there it is at the last corner. William Brock.
Close the engine.
It wouldn't matter now. William Brock, the
I know.
Heat 2 winner here at Homestead. And he will make the show, and the field is locked.
Brock, Downey, Shepard, Fuller, Vincent, Baranowska, Freeze, Will Hoyt. So both the Maverick development drivers made it. It's the exact reverse of last season's clusterfuck.
And this also means
finally Iran.
This also means that Maverick is going to be 5 of the 32 drivers.
Yeah, but it's gotta be interesting to see the 2 prospects going to wars in the Royale. This is how Jason Wolf wanted it.
Meanwhile, the other prospect battle at Ditech, only Shock makes the show.
That's huge.
That's going to be a
was-
huge booster in the
I would
argument
like
to put
to
him in the
say-
car.
I would like to say though that Roe didn't really help Randolph out there.
He didn't.
Oh no, not at all.
He didn't at all. They were all fighting for transfer position, or to get into 10th to go challenge Iran for the last transfer position, and well, they all ended up fucking dying. So Iran makes the show. Everyone's gonna wheel it into pit road. Shepard's back in the Royale again. He's been a pretty decently good contender these last few years in the Royale, so I'm excited to see how he does. Did Shane even make the show last year?
I don't remember, honestly. I think he did, but went out in like the first round.
And coming up next, after the heats have finished, the stream has ended, I'll be heading over into the paddock to join anyone who's there, and we will be doing seed randomizations to fill the bracket.
It's qualifying time.
3 consecutive qualifying sessions, back to back to back. What?
Is this races ending or caution being weird? Don't worry about it.
I love this stoppage. Freeze is just like, fuck your system, I'm out of here. But yeah.
Did Freeze make it?
Freeze made it.
Oh yeah, he made it.
Actually, Vince Freeze.
One of only 2 Monarch cars in the Royale, I think.
The other one being Roush, who was locked in.
Who was locked in.
Everyone just... Excuse me.
Because Roush and Curtis swapped seats. Unfortunately, Curtis didn't make it.
He was
We
stuck.
didn't. We didn't talk about Curtis, but unfortunately, he did miss out.
I did say that the 38 made the pass on the 39 finally. He took like 10 laps to pass the 39
And yeah,
on the inside.
that DJ. What?
They're going back out.
Don't worry about it. Look at that 0.03 second pit stop because they all had to respawn because they were stopped too long on pit road. They have to go back around. Don't worry about it. Things happen. I've seen this glitch happen before on many tracks. It's fine. But yeah, congratulations to William Brock and the rest of the field who has made the show. I'll see you all down in the paddock for seed randomizations, and I'll see anyone who is not in the paddock. The Sunoco Royale, most likely tomorrow. What'll be the third running of the tournament bracket Royale. Oh no.
Oh yeah.
All right. Till next time, guys.